Your roast chicken isn't crispy. You know it, I know it. Sure, it probably tastes pretty good, but let's be honest and admit that the skin is sad and soggy before you've finished carving it. Perhaps you've had a really good roast chicken at a restaurant. Maybe it was flavorful and the skin actually shattered when you took a bite. You may have wondered what their secret is. Well, the secret is that bird was dry aged. It turns out that the roast chicken you enjoyed on a Friday night was probably delivered to the restaurant on a Tuesday morning, and it spent the next several days hanging in their walk-in, drying out. It's a bit more appetizing if we call this all dry aging, so let's go with that. While it dry aged in their refrigerator, the skin lost about a third of its weight in water, going from around 60% water content to 40% water content. It became dry and leathery to the touch, and that's going to be really important for crispy roast chicken. The flesh also lost some water, which concentrated the chicken flavor. Yet another reason that restaurant-style roast chicken often tastes so much better than what you make at home. Maybe the chef got a bit fancy and rubbed the chicken with salt and herbs, and if they didn't, they probably should have. When you ordered it, they roasted it, probably at around 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 260 degrees Celsius for you non-Americans. Restaurants tend to cook everything separately, so there was no gleaming copper roasting tray filled with really pretty vegetables that look great on Instagram but secretly ruin the chicken skin by steaming it. They roast enough chickens to have their timing dialed in. You probably don't, so you should definitely use a thermometer to check the core temperature. I'm biased, but I'd recommend this wireless thermometer that I'm making with combustion ink because you can leave it in the chicken while it roasts so that you know exactly when to pull it out of the oven. And more about this at this link here. I'd recommend cooking it to about 135 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit before you pull it from the oven. But it really depends on how comfortable you are with pink and juicy chicken. Out of the oven, a restaurant would rest their chicken for about 10 to 15 minutes, which finishes the carryover cooking and raises the core temperature to at least 140, maybe 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Again, depending on your preference. At the same time, that chicken skin is now really dry, maybe as little as 20% water content. And so as it cools, it actually solidifies into what scientists would call a glass. And it turns out glasses tend to be waterproof, which is why that skin will stay so crispy. And that is why the chicken skin of a dry aged and high temperature roast bird will be so much crisper than what you do at home. If you like this video, if you're a curious cook like me who likes the science of cooking, please click subscribe below and click the link in the description. You can join my email list at combustion.inc, where I'm going to be providing recipes, more tips and tricks, and more of this kind of content. Thanks for watching.